Hello guys, in this video we learn how to connect Spring Boot application with MySQL database. So let's start. Go to the Spring Toolsuite ID and create a new project. Go to the file, select new and Spring Starter project. New Spring Starter project windows are appear. During project creation, internet must be on. First one is service URL. Second, name of the project. So I type my app, my application. Okay. Then type is Maven or Gradle. You can choose. Package, packaging jar, Java version 17. Language Java or any you can select, but this project is depend on Java. Group com.example, artifact ID, artifact and name of the project are the same. Version is automatically selected. Description, in this description we can type about the project. Demo project for Spring Boot as a default. Package com.example.springboot. Okay, and then next. After clicking next, new Spring Starter project dependencies windows are appear. So there is a Spring Boot version we can select from this, but we have to select constant version. So I selected 3.1.5, and second one is dependencies. We have to select dependencies depends on our project requirement. So I require there is a type to search dependencies. So I type Spring Web and select Spring Web. Okay. Then second one is Spring Data JPA. Depends our project. Depends our project. These dependencies are selected. Spring Data JPA. So I select this, and one more is MySQL driver. Okay. And then click next and finish. These dependencies are downloaded from internet and create our project. There is our project, my application. After it's created, open this file, open this project, go to the src main java and open this package. There is my application.java class is created, and in this class there is a main method, and from this main method we can run our project. Okay, then in this project we can connect our Spring Boot application with MySQL database. So open MySQL workbench and create a new database. So I open workbench, and in this window I create a new database using SQL query, create database, and name of the database is record, and fire this query and show this database. Okay, and again this query is fire. Okay, in this databases there is our record database is successfully created. Then turn our project on Spring Boot application, and there is a I created one more package for student object. In this project we, um, we have to save student record in database. Then I created new package called model, and in this package I create a new class, and name of this class is student. Okay, and in this student class, student related information. its attribute, such as first one is id, private int id. Second one is first name, private string, first string, last name. And then go right click, go to source and generate getters and setters. Select all and generate. These are public methods. Okay. Again, go to the source, select super generates constructor from superclass, generate, and one more constructor is generated. Go to the source and generates constructor using field. Okay. After creating student class, go to this public class student and give the annotation entity. After this annotation, in record database, student table is created. We can also change the name of this table. By default, this class student, this class name gives the table name. Okay, so I use table name student, and primary key, for primary key I give the annotation id. Okay, and one more annotation is generated type. This id is generated automatically, so I use generation type, generated value, sorry, generated value, and strategies, sorry, is equal to generation type dot auto. Okay, so our id is automatically generated. And save. Again, for database connection, database related username, password, its url, driver, these are information you in application dot property folder. So I go src main resources and open application dot properties file, and in this file I use the connection related database. So spring.datasource.url, the URL of our database, and there is a name of the database record. Okay, then username, password, Hibernate dialect, and these are the connections related properties. Okay, so firstly I save this project and run from my application.java and see table is created or not. Okay, after running, go to the workbench and describe, firstly use record database and fire this query. Okay, and our table is student, so describe student and fire this query. Okay, so in our record database there is a successfully created student database and its field is id, fname and lname. Then next task is in this table, in this student table, we have to insert some data. Okay, so go to the Spring Boot application and create one more package called one more package for repository. So I created repository. Create a interface. Go to the repository and create a interface and use the name of this interface is student repo and extend by JPA repository. JPA is used for to reduce boilerplate code. Okay, and then finish and give the class name and ID type. So I give student and our ID type is integer. Okay, and student is class is import. Okay, and save the application. And again, one more package is created for controller. Go to the new package and create a controller package. Finish and create a controller. Go to controller package and create a new controller. And the name of controller is my controller. And then finish and give the annotation of this controller is at rest controller. This controller acts as a web request. So I give the annotation REST controller. And in this controller, there is one student repo. This bin is injected. So I give its data type private student repo and reference is stud repo and give the annotation of this class is acquired and inject. Okay, and then create a new method for student for saving student information. Public and return type is student and method name is save stud. And in this method we create new object for student stud and set its attribute yes dot set stud dot its reference is stud dot set first name and give the first name is Prithvi and last name is set last name Gaikwad. Okay, and then using this stud repo reference, the student is saved in the database. So stud repo dot search save entity save and pass the stud reference object of student reference is pass. Okay, and this save method return student object, and then the student yes is returned. And this method give the mapping. When we search this URL, then related this method is executed. So give the annotation get mapping, and URL is API/save, and save the project. Go to the myapplication.java and run the application. After successfully running, go to the browser and search the URL. Localhost 8080 is a port, API save, and see there is a in JSON format there is a student record is first name, last name and ID. And then go to the workbench and use first and fire database query, use databases record, show database. Firstly, show databases, fire this query, and then use record and fire this query. Okay, and then select star from and see in student table there is one record is saved successfully. Okay, these are the steps to communicate Spring Boot application with MySQL database. So let's stop here.